JD's Littleman, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is about the hacker situation currently still going on with Black Ops 6. We had that most recent Season 2 update. It was supposed to be like a bit of a help with the cheater situation and the Ricochet anti-cheat for Call of Duty. It ain't doing much, as we can see here. This clip coming from It's Happa. Again, we've actually covered one of his tweets, I think last video or the video before that, showing that hackers now have a tool built into their Call of Duty cheats that allows them to disconnect any player from the game. This video is wild. Like, I've been staring at this for the last like 20-30 minutes, kind of just dissecting what's been really like what is going on in this. As you can see here, he can see people through the walls. J-Dog, Gus, as you can see, they're on the actual player, the game hook. You can see them right here. They're in the kill feed as well. He's got this open. He also has this console open as well. As he clicks on this player's information, it says that he is on PS5. He's on controller. Click to copy the player name, click to copy ID, and click to copy platform ID as well. And then you can go to exploits here on this bottom tab. As you can see, he will do kick from lobby. Interesting as to how this works, because this part confused me when I first saw it. It does say down here this TSZ was disconnected from the game, even though that is also him. That is the player who is controlling this account. He is number 7. This says it's you. Now number 3 also says that's his name now, and the names change as he kicks them. He kicks Gus right there, boom, it changes to him. So number 11 is also him. Number 10 is now him. He goes and finds another player just to do it. It looks like 5. I think Season didn't get fully kicked, so he does it again, looks like. Changes his name. And as he's kicking people, it's changing the names of them, to the point to where he kicks enough people out of the game in general. And as you can see on the screen, there's 2 blue dots left, and him, which is him, I'm Nation, and that's me. There are 3 players left in this lobby. He's kicked enough players off of his own team and the enemy team to where the enemy is now forfeiting in 20 seconds, which happens whenever everyone leaves the lobby and the game doesn't put enemy players to play against anymore. It just ends the game. Holy tits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has been a thing in older CODs as well, but being able to see the information that you have right here, the ID, the platform ID, what they're on, what they're using as well as input-wise. I want to say I saw somebody was on Steam, because I was watching him as he's banning the players from the lobby. This ASI player is on Battle.net. Darb J is on Steam. So there's a Steam player in here, a Battle.net player in here, several PS5 players. It shows that what they're playing on. It shows their ID, their platform ID, and you can simply just kick them and get them out of the game, which is insane to think about. After I saw this, also encouraged former player for the Stallions, that was Zuma's Challengers team. He's a Challengers player. A hacker manually shadow banned me and disconnected me from a ranked game today. So there was that mass reporting going on, talking about how hackers can mass report someone and get them shadow banned. So as you can see, we have evidence of players and hackers being able to disconnect people from the game by default, being able to like copy the player ID, the platform ID as well. I think that is a part of how they get people shadow banned. If an account is reported enough, in theory, they just get shadow banned and they get limited matchmaking. And that happens a lot from what it sounds like. They also say mass reporting doesn't get you shadow banned. Call of Duty themselves say that. Don't believe you for a second. I really don't. This also comes from our last video right here. This tweet from Charlie Intel. The Ricochet anti-cheat is working really well. As you can see here, this video from Bob, as we've covered this already. Player in Rebirth Warzone using the newest staff from the Tomb Zombies map in Warzone and is aim locking, auto headshotting. I mean, dude, they're running rampant. This was also from the last video. Huskers, a pro player, also covers It's Happa. Quote tweets him how cheaters have this just insane fast ability to get around the anti-cheat update. The second Season 2 drop. I mean, he says it's been like an hour and they already got past it. Yeah, it's just, it's in shambles. It's not really that surprising. COD and cheaters has just been a thing for a good while now. The anti-cheat the anti-cheat is a joke also at this point. Like, it's gotta be. It has to be like a social experiment. Like, how bad can it be for us to have all of this stuff coming out consistently and they're still saying like, oh no, we're working on the anti-cheat, we're gonna make it better. Like, you are blatantly just lying to us at this point, and you know it. I think I remember seeing a conversation piece about why the anti-cheat is the way it is because the devs of the different titles and stuff all are trying to like go against each other kinda, and they're using like different forms and different engines for their games and stuff. Not everybody's on on the exact same engine. So then the anti-cheat team has to like go from the ground up with their anti-cheat system for the new game every year, instead of like the developers just getting on the same page and being like, hey, let's just do this together. Let's all kind of just line ourselves up in some way, shape, and form and allow the anti-cheat to work on all of our games. I think that's the conversation piece I saw at one point. I mean, I know Valorant has like a crazy good anti-cheat system from what I've seen clip-wise. It'll just close your ranked game immediately. It'll close lobbies and say, hey, we've detected a cheater in this lobby. No penalties are awarded to anybody winning or losing, and then the account is just banned. So like in comparison to seeing other anti-cheats being super good, I'm jealous. I'll admit, I'm jealous. Players shouldn't have to deal with cheaters in the first place. What? Why is this car in the ground? Dude, that car is like glitching. My body fell through. Okay. This is hilarious. Dude, the game's in shambles. No, it's not doing it anymore. Why was it doing it in the first place, though? And, like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's gonna be it's a constant fight fighting cheaters. It really is. It is a never-ending fight against cheaters and cheater providers. Like, they're going to forever be a thing as long as there are FPS games out there. But the amount that we're seeing in a game that costs $70 should not be this much. Like, this game costs 70 bucks on Steam, on Battle.net, PS5, Xbox, right? It's a lot of money to go and like go out of your way and cheat in. Unless you have Game Pass, then you can just make a brand new account for super cheap every single month. You also get a free trial the second you want to just try and make a new account on Xbox, and you can use Game Pass on PC as well because Microsoft and all that. So if you just want to make like infinite amount of Game Pass and you just have that extra money just laying around, you can just infinitely just cheat almost free essentially by paying like what, $5-10 a month through Game Pass or whatever. And I'm sure by now, I think, what was it called back then? It was like a JTAG or something. It like, you could get like you could like buy a JTAG for your Xbox profile. If you were like banned, you could use that get out of jail free card. It's pretty much what it was from what I can remember. The get out of jail free card, you could use it and like, you could get your account unbanned essentially. There's gotta be a way PC wise that they have their own form of JTAG. Like there's gotta be, because the amount of people we just continuously keep seeing and like the pro players and the top ranked players talk about seeing the exact same names in the top 250 of ranked. Like, they keep seeing them. They're constantly there. No doubt in my mind that they have something to cover their tail every single time they get banned. Or there's another way around buying the game infinitely to just immediately have access to a brand new account without having to pay for it every single time. There's gotta be. There is some way they're exploiting this system. Also, completely unrelated, Luka Doncic got traded from the Mavericks? Huh? What are we doing? Like, are we dumb? I'm sorry. I woke up to that, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna wake up and see that. There is no way that was logical in my eyes. There's just no logical way. And for Anthony Davis, Luka's what? Luka's like almost my age. I'm about to be 25. Luka's in his prime, and we're trading him for Anthony Davis, who is injury prone to all get out. His bones are made of glass, and we're trading for him? And I saw one of the reasons was they were worried about his conditioning. He's apparently gotten up in weight. He's about 270 is what someone's saying. Just tell him to put the cheeseburgers down. Don't trade the man. Instead of getting worried about his conditioning, worry about his conditioning correctly and just go to the man. Bro's getting paid millions for this franchise. Don't talk to him like a franchise probably should have. Dude, I'm sorry. That is hysterical to me. AD is just not his prime self anymore, like in comparison to like what you get with Luka. Head dude for the Mavericks said like defense wins championships. Okay, so you went and got the glass bones AD for defense? If he coughs wrong, he's gonna break a bone, dude.
Maneuvering. Losing Bravo. Avenger 1-6, Eagle 6. We're losing Charlie. RCXD. Losing Bravo. The Xenon tries to lock it down Charlie. Hold your position.
Capture the
Bravo
objective.
underway.
Stay sharp.
Take it B.
Yeah, that's 10.
I'm having a Kobe Bryant game right now. I'm 33-2. Jesus, bro.
Spring mine spotted. Avoid enemy mine. Grenade coming in. Did him in.
Operating RCXD. Winchester.
Standing with scout pulse.
Losing Bravo. Archangel's up.
That was one of the freest games I've played in my entire life. I went 48-4. Yeah, cheater situation, wild. Luka getting traded as a franchise player, more wild. That's, dude, I can't wrap my head around who thought that was a good idea. Yeah, that's insane. Anti-cheat doing nothing. NBA teams doing very dumb things in life. I mean, that's completely irrelevant from the cheating situation, but like, that's still just a crazy story to think about, dude. That is, wow. Yeah, that's insane.